This is the new Porsche 911 GT3 RS. I'll be showing you around the key features of this car, and towards the end I'll show you what I think are the worst features. So let's have a look at the design. It looks like a German samurai race car. It packs a punch. Just look at it. It has all the side muscular flared arches, blades, inlets, spoilers and diffusers, all that fancy kit which make it fully equipped for the racetrack. And it's an all-fighting, all-singing German samurai for the road and for the track. The only thing that's missing is its sword, but that lays in its performance. The looks are integrated with its performance, so I'll go along and I'll continue to make reference to its aesthetics, which are driven by engineering perfection. As this marks 50 years of the RS edition, the current model, the 2023 model, is a homage to the 1972 911 Carrera, and it takes design inspirations from the original design. It's powered by a flat 6 4-litre naturally aspirated engine which churns out 518 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, and a top speed of 184 miles an hour. Whilst these are quite lightning fast speeds, however, the key thing in its performance, it reaches revs of up to around 9,000 RPM, but they say that this is about the aerodynamics and the handling of this car. The interesting feature about this car is that you've got these two front kind of nostrils in the bonnet of the car, which are a very interesting aerodynamic feature. What they do, when the airflow channels up around the bonnet, it creates this kind of S shape that loops around, and that air then helps is circled around the front, and it helps with greater downforce, and it's then also channeled on the side. So if you see the front vents on the front spoiler, the inlets go in, and underneath there's little valves and inlets that channel the air towards the front and sides of the car, and that's where you see the fins, and the air is released from those fins. And you've got these side fenders that also allow the energy to be channeled around the sides. Now, all this air that also goes across and over, you hit the back of the car, and you'll see there's fenders and the top of the roof, which is quite a new feature, that channel it towards the back, and that's the hot air that needs to be channeled away from and out down the car, not into the actual engine. One of the key things that I'm noticing about this design is that there's lots of valves and inlets and fins that are really about channeling the air, and overall we can only see that this would be helping in relation to the aerodynamics of the car and how it would handle, and one would have to be on the racetrack to really understand and appreciate how this all comes together. The iconic element of this 911 GT3 RS has to be the 6-foot wide plane wing that they've just put on the back with its two swan necks to allow the air to kind of come in. Now, this is one of the kind of most interesting spoilers I've seen to date. One of the interesting things is that it is automatic, so those hydraulics can work automatically over a certain rev range, or you can switch them on automatically by pressing a button. So you have that particular option, and they help with the Drs System. And this kind of dovetails with the integration of the new drag reduction system, the DRS system. Now, the DRS is F1 inspired. It's operated by a button on the steering wheel, and after you press it, that's it. The car kind of becomes tighter, it grips the road, and all hell basically breaks loose, because it gives you so much ability to floor it and be able to kind of handle the conditions at top speeds. I've always wondered if Porsche have hairstylists to style their cars in the wind tunnel, and good reason for it, because the precision that they have had in the engineering and on the racetrack and in the wind tunnel actually reflects really well in this car. It's got inspiration from its motorsport division, but it just adds to the whole pedigree, and you can just see the way the airflow is shown and how it kind of operates in this video. So if you don't want to kind of fly off, you'll press the ear brake, and hopefully that will help you not taking off. You'll notice something that's quite different here are these vane blades at the roof of the car. It's the first time to see this in any road car. They actually assist the flow of the air towards the back of the car, and it's quite an innovation here. There are several changes that have been made to the car, mostly which include weight reductions. The weight has been reduced by around 20 kgs from the previous model. They've got lighter composite material, side doors are made of carbon fiber, and there's the option of also having the top panel in carbon fiber with also lighter wheel alloys. And Porsche's reverted back to the traditional door handles. And if you look at the way the traditional door handles have been put in, they go in with the shape and curves of the cars. Now just look at the wheels. The tyres are just fat. The tyres on the front are 20 inches, and you've got 21 inches in the rear. They just look so juicy and just have a presence to the whole car. The wheel arches around them are also add to the whole muscular feel of the car. The brakes have these huge calipers which are striking. There's an option to have these in different colors, yellow or black, and well, if you've got enough money you can choose. What's more particularly striking are the red wheels. Those shiny red forged alloys are spectacular. They're an art to themselves. They're like red hot shoes. The new flashy alloy wheels are just reminiscent of the early 70s cars, and also more recently the 2005 GT3 RS. Overall, a brilliant car, so much precise engineering, and it looks brilliant. I mean, a badass racer. The two worst things about this car, however, are that it's not available until next year, so we'll have to wait until then. And the worst thing is that it's already sold out. So if you're even aspiring, the order book by the end of this video would have been closed out. But nevertheless, I'm so excited to see this, and I'm really, really excited to be able to have the opportunity to race this around the racetrack in future, at least see it on the roads. It is such a great innovation to see. Well done, Porsche, on this fantastic model. We can't wait to see it on the roads. I hope that you've enjoyed the show. Stay tuned for more. Otherwise, have a great day. Take care. Goodbye.